What's going on, TRACKUZA fam? Your boy GTR Dan here with another crazy review. This happened over the weekend. This isn't the first time, but a train hit looks like a Jeep Gladiator right on their rear end there. He was parked in the middle of the train track like an idiot. If you live here, you know, if you've been on Second Street, you know not to park on the train tracks because we have the huge volume of car accidents or train crashes on cars with Brightline just as is. This isn't Brightline. This looks like a cargo uh, transport or whatever. But this happens all the time here down in Fort Lauderdale. It's ridiculous. The highway the train system was built back in 1927, and they didn't think that this was going to be the high volume area. So they're still utilizing the train tracks, of course, and it rips through town, multiple intersections, just more of a safety hazard than anything. Guys, if you like this video, hit that like button, hit the subscribe button for the latest videos, hit the alert button. Check out the other videos, pretty cool stuff, a lot of car content and stuff like that that we do. Now, let's get to this video. Yeah, this is crazy. This happens all the time down here in Fort Lauderdale. Let's do a review on this video. This is from Local 6 NBC News down here in South Florida. Let's begin.
One woman is in the hospital tonight after a train crashed into one of
Look at that.
three cars that
Idiots,
were stuck
bro.
on the tracks in Fort Lauderdale. Police say that
I'm not even going to ask you guys. 110% the fault of the Gladiator. He shouldn't have been on that road, but so much traffic. Everybody tries to inch on the railroad, like they inch, like you when you're stuck in this traffic in this area in Second Street where it's a zoo, it's a shit show. There's so many people there. There's a video I have that I actually go cruising through here. It's on my YouTube channel, and you can see just how crowded it is from my point of view. But you always see everybody on that street. Everybody's like inching no matter what. Like, I'm going to get in front of this guy. And like, you're not going anywhere, dude. You're going to be there. You're going to be stuck there for like 20, 30 minutes. And everybody's like, Florida drivers are the worst drivers, man. I'm telling you, in the country. We're Miami drivers, Fort Lauderdale drivers, the worst drivers. No common sense whatsoever. No common sense. There's some good drivers, but there's also more bad drivers than anything.
a woman was standing outside when one of the cars hit her. NBC
And
6's
somebody got
Nico
hurt.
Clemens is live tonight in Fort Lauderdale. And Nico, you spoke with someone who was there when this happened.
I did. This is a very popular area at night, so there were many people who either witnessed the collision or heard it. But I'm standing feet away from where that train hit one of those cars, Lorena, Southwest 2nd Street and 2nd Avenue. And I'll tell you, people we talk with, they're surprised that more people weren't hurt because you're about to see
It's crazy.
the impact was violent.
Dude, that place is packed.
It was too late. A train slammed into a truck that was sitting on the train tracks in Fort Lauderdale Saturday morning.
I just
Idiots.
hear a loud bang.
Andres Chaparro was nearby.
Then we see people panicking, running.
Police say 3 cars were stopped on the tracks when the train was heading their way. The train hit the truck. Police say the other 2 cars crashed into each other as both drivers were trying to get off the tracks. One of those cars hit a woman.
It was just a loud, like, kind of like, I don't know, I don't want to say explosion, but kind of explosion of like metal.
Yeah, that's what happens when a train hits a car. You hear a big bang.
Chaparro says he was walking with his friends when he heard the crash, then saw people running.
We're just all like freaking out, not knowing what to do. And then everyone's like screaming, yelling.
Chaparro says one of the drivers went through the front door of the sports bar. They've already boarded up, and it's business as usual Saturday afternoon.
Oh, yeah, gotta make that money. Let's go.
I'm surprised that it hasn't happened sooner. It's, I feel like they got to do something with the traffic. It's always so slow, so busy. People are always like stuck on the tracks anyway.
Police
That's a fact. They need to do something about this, and I'm gonna explain something to you guys here in a minute.
are investigating why 3 cars were stopped on the tracks. Chaparro says he's thankful he's still here.
And normally, on a typical Friday or Saturday night, right here, there's a squad car, a Tahoe Sheriff's Department or local police, always parked right there. In this video, there isn't one, which is weird. And every time I drive by, I always say something to the cop there. I either tell him, thank you for your service, or I tell them, guys, why do you guys park here? You guys are blocking the road. If somebody needs to get off the train track, that's the other road to get off of. They should at least put a cone here and then let the guy run it over so that this doesn't happen. But they always park a police car here, and it's like a pet peeve of mine when I see it. I think it's the dumbest thing. But again, on the other side, which I'm going to show you guys here on a map in a minute, there's construction going on over there. So the two lanes are kind of like messed up. Horrible.
I'm actually really grateful because if we had left maybe even 30 seconds earlier.
Yeah, see, there's always a cop car parked right here, but this video, there isn't one.
Or not, that could have been maybe one of us.
Like, that night, there isn't one
We don't
there.
know how badly hurt that woman is, the one who just...
And you can see the car traffic. It's worse than this. This is like, I think this must have been Saturday night, but it was at 11:27. It ain't that busy yet. Trust me. At like 1 o'clock, 2 o'clock in the morning, packed. You would see 4 times more people walking. Bumper to bumper traffic. Horrendous. Broward needs to figure out something, get their beautiful civil engineers, we've already talked about that in a last video, and redo this. This needs to get changed because this is a problem, and this isn't the first time that a train hit a car on this exact spot. Something has to be done.
hit by the car, but we expect to get an update from Fort Lauderdale Police tomorrow. Nico Clemens, NBC 6 News.
All right, guys, so here is the road, 2nd Street, Southwest 2nd Street, and Moffett Avenue right here, okay? Here's the railroad tracks. First car, the Jeep was here, so it was a northbound train. There was 2 cars here. There's plenty of space in between this, by the way. This is a one-way street going down this way. This is a big slope, big slope. That police car always, like a squad car, is always parked right here. The Tahoe or whatever, and there's a cop just chilling here all the time. That's what I have a problem with. This area right here is always under construction. This is an old picture, it looks like. There's the bar. This place right here, the den. That's the bar that got hit. And there's people like walking up and down. Like it's just this place. You can't get through here. There's like this is completely packed with people parking because you can park the cars here on this red road right here. But there's always a cop car parked right here. I think because there's parking right there, so they don't want people to drive here and then it's going to be 2, but there wasn't a cop there. I have a feeling that if there was a cop car there, there wouldn't have been an accident. They would have been funneled through this road. I hate that cop car parked there because it just kind of leaves, if somebody is stuck on the road, they can get away, right? They can pull up here, but of course, they're going to try to come in. This is a terribly designed intersection right here. I think Broward needs to do something about this because this is horrible. Either knock out this parking and just have a 2 road, so that it can flow traffic better. That might help. There's a parking garage right here. Everybody can go park here. Just take away these parking spots. They're all up and down the road. If you just have a 2-lane here, I think it would actually be a good idea. But I don't know. Broward needs to do something about this. Guys, let me know what you think. Let me know if you guys been on this road. If you've seen an accident here. If you've been here partying. Let me know in the comments. Make sure you hit that subscribe, hit that like. Till the next time, and let me know what you guys think. All right, peace.